Hey, Ghosties, happy Wednesday. Jake, Timon, anyone else?
What's up? Sorry.
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
Thanks, Timon.
Hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Anyone else? Anyone else, guys? I feel irrationally awkward when I see someone else who's not in the room is viewing the same document as me online. Anyone else?
So it's like,
wait. You're on Google Docs.
Oh, totally. 100% know what you're talking about.
You shared it with Timon Imsh. You say, hey, man, I just shared this document with you or whatever. Hey, or we're writing on Gene Short's document and I see Jake's also on there. I don't know why, but I don't like it at all.
I do actually relate to this. So there'll be times where it's like, so for the last like year or so with mood swings, it's pretty impressive what Trey and I are doing. Like, we don't really talk about it. We're just professionals. We just show up to the golf course and we've got stuff ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, we just do it all separately. We show, it's like stand up almost.
Yeah.
But occasionally we will be like, it's like an hour before our tea time and I'll see that I'm doing last minute writing in the document and Trey's doing last minute writing in the document. And I'm like, I don't like that he knows, and I don't like that I know that about him doing this right now too.
Yeah, you're like watching him write a joke, and you're like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I don't like that they watch me.
You do it. Do whatever you need to do, and I'll just figure it out in the car.
You see him like highlight a piece and like, backspace it out. Like, that's not good.
He's backspacing what I'm typing.
Right.
Like, no, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I don't like that.
You get it, Timon?
Definitely, for sure. Like,
Yeah?
I don't want anyone to see something incomplete.
100%.
That's it.
It's like,
It's not my best yet.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't tell people to come to open mic night because I say it's like practice. Like, come to my games. Don't come to practice.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's what it is though. For me, like, I shared, the reason I got this was because I shared with Brooks the document for Gulf Shores, and it was pretty much like master schedule, blah blah blah. And then I shared it with him, and I saw that he was on there when I was on there. I got out. I was like, I'm gonna see his.
Sorry,
I'm gonna see his reaction if I'm there.
No, you're in here.
Whoa, sorry. Hey, whoa, hey.
Oh, you're just in the menu? Okay, sorry. Let me know when you're done.
Sorry. Yeah.
Dude, why does Google sometimes like, I'll share a document with you. We're in the same coffee shop. I know you're signed in. That's how you operate. You would never not be signed in.
No, I'm not.
You're on Chrome.
Yeah.
But yet, instead of saying Bellis30 or Brad Ellis or show me your picture, it says anonymous deer.
Yeah.
Why do they do that?
And it's never a deer either. It's never
think
a
it's a
deer.
deer?
Oh, it's the most obscure.
It's an animal you've never heard of. Anonymous
Ibex.
oxalotl. And it's like, what? Yeah, anonymous ibex.
Ibex in there, anonymous too. Like, so is there some
not
sort
just
of like purgatory option where I could name myself but still retain the animal structure?
Well, that's like a really famous ibex. No, this one's not. This one's anonymous.
This one's Q anonymous. No way. Yeah.
Q anonymous.
I don't know why they do that or why they have to give us animal names.
Yeah, it is funny. So, Timon, give us an animal name to go to theme song, and we'll start this Wednesday episode off right.
Elk.
Anonymous.
There's an elk in the... Oh.
There's an elk in this milk, and it's getting pretty chunky.
Elk in the milk.
Ooh, I think this tight beat means that it's going down with some random thoughts and white meat too. Midwest best friends eating fast food on repeat. So come along, let's have some fun and go ahead, get on your feet, cause it's the Ghostrunners podcast. Every Monday morning we're taking ground. Ghostrunners podcast. I think we might get paid more for our jobs than Kaylin Clark gets paid for hers.
This is why I was so excited about Rachel playing professional volleyball.
I Googled after I saw Kaylin Clark's salary. I was like, Jake's wrong. Jake's wrong about a Econo Lodge. He like doesn't know how to use Google very well.
Olga.
Dude, you were right.
That's what I was like, Rachel, this is more than you will make as a school counselor. I know it's not about money, but still, if they're paying you $7,000, like, yeah, obviously not worth your time. This would be worth your time.
Dude.
Go be a professional volleyball player.
Kaylin Clark, that was baffling to me. So Kaylin Clark, Timon, if you don't know, best women's basketball player.
Yeah.
Probably could beat you in basketball.
She's white, so America likes her, but they don't like Angel Reese because she's from Baltimore.
Okay.
Baltimore, not because of her race. She's just Northeastern.
She just
the original colonies people have something against them. You should see Delaware people.
Betsy Ross.
Yeah. So anyway, she signed a 4-year, $300,000 contract, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So $75,000 a year.
Yep.
I knew that like the WNBA is not getting paid a ton because they're not bringing in exorbitant amounts of money, but they're
not profitable. They lose money every year.
But I was shocked. I was still shocked. I for her, because I just assume she's on big old commercials right now. Like, I just assumed she was going to get $1 million.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Well, it's like set in stone. It no matter who it would have been, the first draft pick, like that's
their salary.
That's what you get.
So why do you think she left? Because she could have stayed, right? She
had a COVID year left. I'm sure it's a little bit just like ready for a new challenge, maybe a little bit. Like I've broken the records, and if she were to go another year, that's kind of unfair from a record-breaking standpoint. Like no one else will have an opportunity to play 5 years.
Yeah, it's got an asterisk next to it.
Yeah, it's a little different. So yeah, probably just like, hey, I've dominated this, ready for a new challenge, new teammates, better competition, better teammates.
Yeah, and maybe she'll get the same endorsements and NIL type things.
Oh yeah, maybe they could work out a deal where she gets a percentage of jersey sales. They've already sold out of Indiana Fever, Kaylin Clark jerseys, and yeah, she'll be doing just fine. She was on Saturday Night Live last week. She'll have an Adidas deal and a Bose headphones deal and a Jack Link's jerky deal. That's how you know you've made it.
Whoa, Kaylin Clark. Now I'm eating Jack Link's jerky.
I'm Kaylin Clark, and I only eat jerky from Jack Link's.
Jack Link's.
Jack Link's. Number one.
That
That been on your mind? Women's salaries?
Yeah, just literally thought of it just 5 seconds ago. So
Professional volleyball, dude.
yeah, dude.
Good for them. That's what I think I said that last episode. I was like, what's their revenue model? How are they doing this? I'm so intrigued by the business standpoint.
Or is it like we're just going to hemorrhage money until
They've got investor money.
Yeah.
And just try to build up the sport. That's fun too.
That's fun too. You'll get on the ground level.
I think 60 grand's enough. Like a lot of girls who just graduated college, they're Division I college volleyball players who are planning on getting a job. Like, well, I'm already in incredible shape and I'm good at volleyball. I'll just go do this and make 60 grand.
Right.
So I think the talent level will be amazing.
You're in your prime still. Like,
Yeah.
100%.
Good luck, Rachel.
Good
luck, Buster.
Anyway, I want to start out with that.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to start off with, I was in the elevator in Salt Lake City. I am 2 hours from going on stage and performing probably. And I got ready in my hotel room. I'm going down and I'm sharing the elevator with one other person. That's it. Intimate setting, one other woman. And she is middle-aged. And I kid you not, it's just us. I've known to verify this, but this is how it went. She starts her sentence by saying, "This is inappropriate," but fun way to start a sentence.
All right. Yeah, just lobby for me is fine. Yeah.
This is inappropriate, but you smell amazing. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not inappropriate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's classic. What'd you spray on? I said, just the detergent. It's called Diva.
Yep.
And it was great. Really, really gassed me up. I really liked it. And she was like, if I say like, oh, she was a cougar, it's exactly what you're imagining. Like that age, that look, that like amount of work done.
Like she was in town on a work conference.
Yes.
Okay.
She lives in like Fresno, probably in Salt Lake City.
Yep.
For mortgage brokers stuff.
Okay.
And anyway, yeah, really gassed me up right before the special. This is pretty inappropriate, but
You smell amazing.
you smell amazing.
It is wild, like how many people tell you that when you don't wear cologne.
Yeah,
Right?
strong detergent. And this has been packed away. It's been in my suitcase for 3 days now.
Doesn't matter.
It was awesome.
That's fun.
And it was appropriate. I liked it. I responded back by telling her some inappropriate things. I can't repeat them, but I wanted to, what's fair is fair.
Just letting you, just transparently though, you said them.
Hey, this is also
This is what I said.
inappropriate.
Yeah. Do you still smell it or are you desensitized?
Oh, I smell it. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And hey, we're coming up about a week from now when this comes out. Courtney Miller, you're getting that hug. You're going to smell it and you're going to love it.
Because it is funny. Like, it's like cilantro. Like, have you heard people that are
Yeah,
like,
it's soap.
It tastes like soap. And I'm like, no, it tastes like gold. Amazing. And some people just don't get it. So maybe there's just people out there that just.
I think she's doing something wrong. It just smells like good.
Oh, there's people. I mean, a lot of like Ghosties, like it was kind of a dividing line.
They're all doing something wrong.
They're all doing something wrong. It's just
they
good.
don't have it right.
That's fun though. When do you think the special will actually air, quote unquote?
Good question.
Are you going to edit yourself again?
Yes, me or Timon, actually. I've been talking to Timon about it. So, because my computer had a little bit of trouble editing 8 4K clips at the same time. I was able to do it, but I was editing everything in 1/16 the resolution and how it looked.
you
And so
told
it's
me
just like kind of tough to know what you're editing. It's just so pixelated.
1/16 is really, getting down there.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Or if anyone else wants to
time and claim that before somebody else takes it.
Dibs.
I want to do it.
I don't know. I'll time it.
It
or
would be
anybody
like
else
it
who-
would be like the highest production thing I've ever edited, probably.
Yeah,
'Cause that's like
Trey spent some good money on it. So all that to say, I don't know. I think they're just going to mail me a hard drive, but I don't even have an email. I don't know who they are.
Cool.
I don't know when I'm going to talk to them, but I don't think it'll take that long to edit. It's just like the hardware component of it. And I think if I were to hire time, and part of it would be like edit my special and also deliver me 10 clips as well. Just doing that work that would be beneficial. So yeah, I'm excited. I don't think it'll take a ton to edit. Although, of course, I had to make it complicated, but I think you would appreciate this. I think you do the same thing. We didn't get to talk about this much last week, but so we did the special 2 different nights. The first night, Trey's like, hey, just do your thing, 20-minute set, go out, kill it. And I do, except for when my dad came out and fixed the wire, the last joke. So other than that, I felt pretty good about how it went. I was like, okay, I got pretty much everything I wanted. And Trey's like, the next night, I'm going to be doing my finale song twice. We might have to get a couple stuff. It's going to be a longer show. So he's like, Lucas, if you could cut down a few minutes, Jake, if you could do like 15 minutes. So I was like, okay, this is great. So then I came up with a plan. I was like, all right, the goal is the first show, get everything I need from like written material. Second show, do as much crowd work as possible, and then put that into the special. So now my special becomes maybe 25 minutes or something like that. So that was kind of the strategy. There was a lot of like thinking in the moment of like, how does this get edited? And like, what does the first crowd know her name to be? And
ooh, that's tricky. Yeah, that aspect of things.
So that will be interesting. But I do think, I think we got everything we needed. So I'm really excited about it. There was actually some pretty good crowd work moments, and anything that didn't work, you just edit it out.
They'll never know.
Yeah, they have no idea. So, and now, I think last time at my special, I didn't have anything good in the crowd work. So it'll be fun this time. Got some good stuff.
It is tough because you never know if the crowd's going to participate well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It went so well in Denver that I had one of my friend's wife was like, that's awesome. This is inappropriate, but I could smell you. I was sitting on a balcony. She was so convinced that it was a plant who I was talking to. I was like, this is kind of a compliment, but also I want you to like believe me that I can pull this off.
Maybe it's because it was a friend, and so they were analyzing it a different way. That's my theory for it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I was just like, that's like not a thing in comedy. No one does that. It's like, this is like the greatest thing I can provide you is this impromptu comedy.
Yeah.
So please believe me. I promise that was,
and it was in Denver,
real.
you said.
Yeah, that was in Denver. So it wasn't
not even
special.
Like for the special, like.
Yeah. It's too bad that one didn't get recorded. But anyway, so I don't know when it'll come out, but I'm excited.
Okay, so he performed the song twice. That's interesting to me. Just like, I can understand like maybe you need it for something, but that would be so uncomfortable for me. Just knowing the audience is like has already heard this.
Well, when you have heard all the DMs Trey got about like, hey, I was in the back, I couldn't hear any of the music. You're like, well, turn it up the second time. So Trey goes off stage like, hey, real quick, we're gonna do the song one more time. You guys have been awesome. We're gonna get you out of here in 5 minutes. And he goes side stage like, how we looking? You know, whatever. And I forget the conversation, but basically like, hey, audio's good. And Trey was like, I don't think it is. Like, I know the reaction I normally get at the finale song. I don't think the reaction, like, I don't think they could hear it. They're like, no, they can hear it. Trey just goes on like, hey, real quick, really loud. He goes, real quick, make some noise if you couldn't hear anything in that last song. And everybody in the back row starts like cheering and applauding. Trey's like, see what I'm talking about? And so then they turned up his music for the second one. The reason he did a second song was Derek got to go on stage and had like the gimbal out.
Okay.
So getting like new camera angles that you wouldn't get, new coverage basically. And that was really cool. Looked awesome.
So it was planned to do twice? Or?
Yep, it was planned all along. Like Derek comes up, grabs his camera, grabs his gimbal, and he's on stage for the second one.
And you said that some of the the jokes, he was like, I'm going to do that one again, right?
He would do like, if just like he fumbled over his words, like, my wife and I have been married for we're going to start that over? We're filming? My wife and I have been, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember exactly. It was very impressive, just like, how he would handle like continuity issues or just like even just stuff like where an audience member was being weird. It's like, hey, we're filming tonight, so let's not. Can you just answer me normally?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna ask you that again. Can you just answer me normally?
Yeah.
Or just like, all right, we're coming out of the last section. We're gonna enter the song again. So audience, let's pretend we're like at the end of the last joke. So give me like a medium laugh. Okay, 3, 2, 1. And they start like medium laughing. It's like, all right, we're gonna do a song for you guys.
Really?
It was beautiful. It was awesome, and the audience was involved. And Trey just like really was like a master at directing this.
Which is great. It sounds like he was more, he was like, the experience for them is that they get to be, involved in shooting this special rather than being like if it were me, I'd be like, I don't want to make this weird for them, like showing, like, peeling back the curtain or whatever. It's like, no, that's like what is fun about this experience is they get to watch this like fun thing unfold. So
that's what I told Trey. He came off stage in the middle of chaos happening that first show. Hey, you're too sweaty. Come off stage. Hey, your mic's not working. Hey, Alan's in-ears aren't working, whatever. And I could tell he was very stressed and angry. And I was like, dude, here's the good news. This audience thinks this is fun.
Yeah.
So just remember that. Like, I promise you, this audience, like, nothing like this ever happens in Salt Lake City. They think this is so fun.
Right.
So just remember that.
Yeah.
Go get them.
I mean, I remember going and watching Jeopardy be filmed, and I just thought it was so cool. Cool. Like, it was like they took a commercial break, questions. And Alex Trebek was just a normal guy. And I was like, oh, this is fun. Like, he's just, it wasn't like, oh, they're showing me too much. And there was a few times where he had to repeat a question. Like,
Did he? Yeah.
He re-recorded a question because he like fumbled over his words or something.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I didn't think twice about it, So
yeah, so if you're at the Salt Lake City show, let us know if anything stood out to you, or maybe you didn't notice 90% of this stuff. But yeah, If you're at either show, I think it was pretty cool how Trey was directing the whole thing while on stage.
Yeah.
Very comfortable up there. So that was fun.
That was fun.
Scott Peck came to watch us play a little volleyball last night.
You're back in the league?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
He brought Palmer. They had dance already in kind of that side of town or something, I think. And so he's like, yeah, I'll pop in. And Scott didn't get to see us at our best. We showed up last night and we were playing. So we're in the competitive division. We were playing against the Kansas City Art Institute team. Let's just say they were very artsy.
Okay.
It was rough. I was like, Scott, I'm sorry you came to this one. I didn't know we were playing them.
You're telling me you guys whooped them?
Oh, yeah.
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 So they got to see you at your best. They just didn't see good competition.
Well, it was like, it would be dangerous for us to be at our best. Like, Isaac could concuss someone, like we would.
Gotcha.
Like, they're not blocking. I mean, they're just letting Isaac have his way with them. They're just like, they're like on their knees. Just don't hit it to me.
They're like playing dodgeball. Like, please don't hit me. Like, I know I'm at the front of the line, but like, I'm just going to try to avoid this real quick.
Yeah, it would be legitimately dangerous for us to try. So what we would do, I mean, we would get it over in one hit, or we would like, hey, I want to set, or Isaac's our setter. We're like, trying to find that balance of like, we still need to make it fun for us, obviously. That's the whole reason we do it. We paid money to be here. But I don't want to humiliate them or do anything crazy. So try to find the balance of like, let's make it fun for us, but not like embarrassing or whatever. So
why were they in the competitive division?
Dude, and here's the worst news. I went back and looked. I was like, okay, the team we played was called KCAI.
Yeah.
Kansas Art Institute 1. I was like, oh no. There's a KCAI 2 in this division. Why are there 2 art teams?
Yeah, did they take the best like talent and put them on one team, and then the second one's B team, or did they split up the talent and the other team's going to be just as bad?
Maybe we'll play the varsity team next time. KCAI 2. Maybe that's varsity.
I mean, what does competitive mean to you? Like,
I know it was bad. They had 7 of them. 7 out of 7 all had knee pads on. So it's like they're looking the part. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
They literally had to Google what to wear when you play volleyball because they've never played before. Like, okay, let's see here.
This is funny. I don't know if Rachel would want me saying this, but like, I mean, maybe 30 seconds into the game, one of our players was running late, so she just gets there, and so she joins us in the back row. I was like, hey, you didn't miss anything? We're playing the Art Institute. I'm kind of whispering to her, and Rachel goes, yeah, one of them's not wearing a bra. I was like, how do you notice that already? We just started. Watch the ball. You know what? Keep your eye on the ball. Yeah. Do me a favor.
Yikes. Yeah, that's...
So, felt bad for Scott. But we got to hang out and talk afterwards, which is fun.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Scott was Palmer boiling?
Yeah. It was... Scott made a very funny comment. He's like, he said, Palmer is so interesting. There are some moments where she has ants in her pants and other moments where she can just watch the world go by. And I was like, wait, you're right. Where is Palmer? And she was just sitting on one of those railings and she's been sitting there, for maybe 15 minutes. Just no screen time, nothing. Just sitting, watching a little bit of pickleball go on, a little volleyball, a little basketball shoot around. I was like, it's kind of fun.
Just enjoying life.
Because during volleyball, she was going nuts, just round-offs and cartwheels, and just couldn't sit still. And then, just sitting there, watching the world go by. I was like, that is fun. I appreciate that in kids.
That's sweet. Yeah.
So, got to see them hang out. It's fun.
Hattie's been saying I'm boiling. Recently, I'm roasting is what she's been saying outside. Because we'll be like, I mean, obviously, we're encouraging our kids, go play outside. Go outside, especially with new baby and whatever, trying to help him sleep and everything. Go outside. Go. I'm roasting. And it's like, Hattie, it's 78 degrees. There is going to be way worse days than this.
Our weather's been real nice
It's been
lately.
amazing, dude.
There was like 2 days ago, I think, where it was 76, pretty perfect, cloudy, but then humid. And I think that's my perfect weather.
You like cloudy?
I think that's it. I
Cloudy?
think that's it. I think that's it.
Partly cloudy.
Yeah, partly cloudy.
Okay, I was going to say cloudy.
I don't know. It was just awesome. That
Yeah.
day felt, because it kind of feels like maybe a storm's coming. No storm in sight. It was just a cloudy day.
Yeah.
I liked it.
How much wind do you let?
Not much.
No, minimal.
5,
at most.
4 to 8. 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
With no gust.
No 9.
It's just a consistent 4 to 8.
Yeah.
Good for golf, good for pickleball, good for a light breeze.
Yeah, we're at the time of year right now where like those summer evenings at like 7 p.m. The way the way the shadows work with the sun and the trees and the
eclipse,
grass looks
totality.
nice. Just the other night, I was watching I think I was inside with one of them. Can't remember which kid anymore. That's weird to say. Didn't think I'd be that kid or that parent, but like, I think it was Hattie and Bo were outside with Katherine, just running around the front yard, just literally frolicking in the yard with this like beautiful, like the beams of sun, but like mostly shadowed lawn. And it was just like, this is idyllic.
Idyllic.
Yeah. I'm idyllic right now. So
Well, that's fun.
yeah, anyway.
Timon, what's been going on with you? I feel like you didn't get to talk too much last few episodes.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on?
Not too much.
Okay.
I don't have too much written down, genuinely.
Not much? Great.
Okay.
I did. So my whole life, I've never had allergies, like to like
Bragger.
just like the outdoor and like pollen stuff. This year,
They're here now?
They're here, and I hate it.
Wow.
It's
Ragweed,
it's not
we
fun.
think?
I don't know. It was like
Already?
it started with just like my eyes like itching and hurting, and then it was like I was outside for a few hours, like Sunday evening, just like uncontrollable sneezing and just like yeah, it was rough.
What is your guys'
I mean, it's been crazy windy recently.
That's
Has
true.
been windy?
Yesterday
It has not been
yesterday
4 to
was
8.
really windy.
Yeah. So I
Like
think
I was
that,
gonna play pickleball with Grady and stuff, but
Yeah, you don't wanna
didn't
do
work. Or
What is your
like,
guys'
we didn't try.
least favorite allergy symptom?
yeah, the eyes.
Yeah,
Really?
I
Like
think
just like struggling to like keep your eyes open because
based on the limited like my first time experience, I think the eyes are the worst.
I'm gonna go congestion.
yeah.
Well, congestion.
Have you
I
had
feel like
eyes?
Eyes are like it's more specific to allergies though. Like
Yeah,
I
maybe
can
I
have
don't
congestion with like a cold. Like any.
hate that too.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying not saying I like it.
You call it what you want. I hate it.
I experienced really bad allergies one time down south, visiting my grandma in Georgia, and it was so uncomfortable in my eyes. I can remember that specifically.
Yeah.
Often with congestion, it's always like, is this allergies? Am I just a little sick? But congestion's also miserable.
Just ain't right. All right, so you got allergies.
You been running?
Yeah, haven't missed a day. It's like
Dang.
right now the contest or like I have like throughout the year I've missed a few days, but like it was with not right now it's like with my sister. We're like head to head, but she is 1 day ahead of me and has been for a long time.
Oh, you just needed to miss.
Because it was like the night getting home from like California. I was fully planning on running, but I genuinely just fell asleep on the couch accidentally.
Dang.
And so I woke up the next morning. Dang it. I forgot to like fell asleep unintentionally. Like I was just so tired.
There should be some sort of like rule where it's like, if you miss a day, you can make it up by running 4 miles another day or something like that. Like not 2 miles.
I would do it
Would you?
for my pride's sake, I think.
Yeah. Like something about like, there's always that bonus round at the end of a game show where it's like,
Yeah.
and the points are tripled, so anybody could win, Cause yeah. And then if you miss like 2 days, it has to be 6 miles, something like tougher and tougher or something like that. But you've been going every day.
Every day. Haven't missed one yet.
Well,
There's been some hard ones. Really, they're very hard if I've already been planning for 2025 because I do like being active every day. I think it's a fun discipline to get into. But what I won't do in 2025 is like play 2 hours of pickleball and then go run a mile. Like to me, I'm like, I'm good. I use my muscles. I don't need to do that. That mile is so slow and my knees hurt so much. So
dude, it's the miles last so long. I'm like, I have the energy to do it if I need to, but just why does it have to take like 8 minutes? Like, I'm tired of this. I get bored.
roasting. So I'm already thinking I'll keep doing this year. I'll do a mile a day, but then next year I don't think I should need to do it like, I'll go play 2 hours of football.
Yeah.
And
Just sweat
then
every
go
day.
run. Yeah, just do something every day. So yeah, still run 5 days a week or something. Because those miles stink. Like we played 3 hours of padel in Denver in altitude. And then later that day I had to run a mile in altitude and I was dying.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? I don't need to be doing this. I'm already
Who is
active.
this for? Yeah.
I already like mission accomplished. I was active today.
Has Rachel missed a day?
No, she hasn't.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's looking like we're going to do it. I mean,
Have you figured out like a potential like punishment or anything?
I don't
Something
know.
to have at the end.
There's no sign that either of us are not going to do it. So I think
Yeah.
we haven't even like crossed that road. I mean, it's going to take like a major sickness or a major injury to like our lower body to keep us from doing it every day, I think. Dude, it's about to get gross too. Like it's just starting to get humid. It's starting to get sweaty for the first time. It's going to get nasty.
See, I'd rather work out in the like super hot than super cold.
Not running. I've
Yeah.
already changed my mind. No.
Really?
Yeah. You get hot so quick running. It's
I
nice.
just don't mind that.
My fastest miles are when I'm a little underdressed. And so I'm trying to go faster. I think subconsciously trying to go faster to get my body to like a comfortable temperature.
Yeah.
Life hack.
Okay.
Do shorts at 40-degree weather.
What's like the metaphor there? You know, like,
Okay.
okay, like,
Okay. Hey.
hey, spend a little more than you should so that you're always,
So when you work harder.
live a social class up from what you should.
First test of the semester, fail it.
Yes.
How much harder will you work
Right.
to get back up
Don't
to
even take it.
a B, best case
Yeah.
scenario?
Get a 0. DNC. Did
So,
not.
yeah. Yeah, fail the first test, spend money you don't have. Those are great motivators.
Yeah. It's like, I
Cheat
will
on your first wife.
Okay.
Cheat on the honeymoon.
throw away half your food. All those things.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Can we talk about our accountant having a wild turkey fly through his window?
Oh, yes. I thought you were just kind of like, can we talk about our accountant, how much money he made?
We talk about how, man, when he does our taxes, I feel like I have to work a lot harder.
Yeah, when I was doing my taxes, I was,
yeah,
fudging some numbers.
I don't know.
Dude, it's so funny. So Brock Purdy's sister-in-law is on our volleyball team. And
Oh, cool.
It's fun to get to know her and become friends with her. But the conversation has taken a little bit of a turn recently because she does auditing for a living. Where now I'm like, so what? Like,
Yeah.
what are some things that jump out at you? Like, how big of a, like, give me a number. Give me a number that catches your eye. Give me,
Yeah.
Or do you do corporations? You do individuals? Technically, I'm an escort. What about escort? What do we think about escort? And not actually, but I do think about it a lot. I'm like, I should weasel the conversation into this.
Yeah, it's like someone who asked a detective, like, now, why was it so hard for you to find the killer? Like, what was it about that they hid their tracks really well with this?
It's like in Breaking Bad. Like, I mean, if I was a cop, I'd have to tell you, right? You'd have to. Or what does he say,
yeah.
Badger? Like, you would have to tell me if you're a cop, right?
You have to promise. Yeah, I'm not a cop. It's pretty good, Badger, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Like if I was auditing you, I would have to tell you.
Yeah.
Would you?
You didn't just like you joined this volleyball team because you liked volleyball, right? Like you're not about to hand me some papers and say I've been served or something.
Yeah,
Different kind of serve.
She's awesome though. Kaylin's the best. So shout out Kaylin.
She does auditing for a living though.
Yeah, it's crazy. She's working all the time. I mean, now she said it's finally like chilling out and calming down. But yeah, Connor, it's he's pretty much every third text I'm like, dude, I appreciate you. Thanks for keeping me out of jail. That's just what I text him all the time. Thanks for keeping me out of jail because I don't know what I was doing beforehand.
I always am like, thanks for this, man. It sucks, but thanks. Like always, it's just like, gosh.
This time of year, I get real, 4th of July, 9/11, maybe some good times to get patriotic. This time of year, I get really into like local government. Like, I'm going to use the crap out of the sidewalk. I'm going to go to the public library.
Like, I'm not using my libraries enough.
Yeah. I'm going to, what else? Look at the stoplights a little differently. I don't know what else, where the money's going. But
I mean, your street.
my street, yes.
Dude, you guys have 50 flags in your yard right now.
The flags, and Timon walked in the house, I was talking to him today, and then I would go, dude, there's a new brand of truck, like a new like labeled truck in front of my house every day. Today it said Kansas City Institute of software or something weird. Like, who's that?
Yeah.
What are they up to? A new truck every
We got
day.
a TaskRabbit coming. Yeah. Bo loves on the walks, like taking those flags. And Catherine's always like, Bo, you can't
I
take
think
those
those
out
are
of the
important.
ground.
I don't know what.
Yeah. But if he finds them on the street, they've already been like blown over or something. Oh, it's like treasure to him. She's got like 10 of them in her
Treasure.
stroller.
Anyway, our accountant,
Yeah.
he keeps us out of jail. And also,
Yeah, he texted us. He's like, hey, didn't actually make your payment today because as I was working, a wild turkey literally jumped through my window, broke my window, and I screamed, whatever, like a little girl. I don't know if he said little girl, but like I screamed super loudly. And
I would
freaked
scream
out.
too.
Dude, can you imagine me?
You would not handle it well. You saw a turkey on a golf course and were freaking out.
No, I was excited about that.
Freaking out positively.
Yeah.
Guys, that's a turkey.
Dude, but that turkey was big. If that thing were right here, right now, I get aggressive. I get mad.
My feet would no longer be on the ground. I think they'd be up in my.
I got one off right now. Just thinking, how many? Okay, let's play a game. A turkey in here is scary. One mouse in here, kind of scary. How many mice would it take for you rather have them than a turkey? Wait, sorry. It's like, for instance, would you have one mouse or one turkey in here?
One mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather have 3 mice in here or one wild turkey?
It's a wild turkey. I think
I'm getting to go turkey. Maybe. Because 3 mice, you can't keep track of them.
Each of us can keep an eye on one. I think 3 mice is the limit because we can each watch one.
That's fair. So the situation is all 3 of us are in here with the turkey?
It's exactly like now.
Oh.
Turkey in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think the game starts, the animal gets dropped in the center. So it's like 3 mice get dropped in the
It's like
center.
you're respawning Halo.
You
Yeah.
respawned.
Okay.
I'm choosing 3 mice for sure. I spent some time around mice.
Probably.
They're so skittish. They would be out of here instantly.
Yeah.
The turkey,
Okay.
would he be aggressive? Do they have talons? I think.
Well, that's what Connor was like. The only ways of exit were either the window again, which he just flew through, or the door that I was blocking him from.
For sure, 3 mice.
Okay. Yeah, I go 3 mice.
I'm looking at what wild turkeys look
I
like
was
real quick.
doing the same thing.
Don't Google wet turkey. It's probably something Timon knows.
Wet eggs in the sink. Because there's like the big ones that have like the fan, and then there's like the smaller ones.
Well, aren't they the same thing?
Probably.
They just can.
Don't make fun of me,
Like
please.
male peacocks.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I also hear that's really hard to hunt turkeys. So
Really?
maybe- I don't know. That's what I hear. Maybe it's just because they're.
I'm just hearing it. I'm not saying it.
We could keep it in here.
8 mice or 1 wild turkey.
No.
8's
way.
quite a bit. 8's kind of creepy.
8 mice is a lot.
What if
of
their
mice.
tails get caught?
What if
That's like
what if
forming
2 of
a
them decide to team up on
It's a
me?
small army at that point. 8 mice.
Yeah, it's like what 2 2/3 per.
Oh,
for
they're
each
all
person.
dropped like in a pile. Then they just
Oh.
spread.
Yeah. I think I might go 1 turkey over 8 mice.
One turkey, because we.
This is a small room.
Yeah.
I'm getting mad thinking about this.
Then again, a turkey. If we're talking practically, a turkey would do a lot more damage to like camera equipment and like knock stuff over.
God,
So I
damn it.
feel like I'm
Who
picturing
cares?
turkey
We're surviving at this point in
flapping
time.
around. Yeah, it's true. Turkey for sure. I think.
Do you think I could? Yeah. I was gonna say I could stomp out some of those mice, but they're fast.
I wouldn't even want to.
That's fair. Okay. 12 mice.
I already chose the turkey with 8 mice.
8 for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So with 12, I would also choose turkey.
Let's reevaluate.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, just can you imagine? Like we're recording a podcast right now, and all of a sudden,
Turkey
through
comes in
through the blinds, it kind of struggles
Oh,
through.
I would freak.
Oh, that's
what would
a mental image.
honestly? How would you freak though?
Those would be my first 2 moves.
Would you make some noise?
Ah! Yeah.
Yeah, I would be like,
Ah!
dude.
Dude, there's a turkey right behind you. Turkey right behind you. Look.
Yeah, the other night I was picking up my hoodie from the chair, and there was a little toy like Bo has some miniature animals, and it looked like a mouse, and I just go, oh frick! And Katherine just laughs so hard. She's like, you get so mad when you're scared. And that's exactly right. Anyway, so
I last Wednesday we did a podcast with Michel, and then that night he was at concert, and I went to go see him. Timon was able to end up making it, so I went without him, and it was sad, but it was so fun to see Michel in action. I was just like smiling the whole time. It was at a church. It was like sold out. There were like 1,000 people there, and just get to see him on stage. Like what we asked Michel to do is so funny compared to what he's doing on other stages. Like he is like performing, and he is like getting the crowd hyped, and it was just awesome.
Yeah.
I was so excited for him.
Yeah, how much is he talking, transitioning from song to song versus KB? You know what I mean? Like,
so he opens for KB. He performs with No Big Deal. And so they do some of his songs and some of their Indie Tribe songs together.
oh, I see. So, okay. I thought he was doing stuff with KB as well. So he does it with No Big Deal and himself solo, or is it No Big Deal and Michel always together?
Them together,
Okay.
open for KB and do a 25-minute set.
So is he like behind a table, like mixing, or is he just?
He's a little bit behind the table, like starting the song, starting the track, but then he gets out and
Oh, he
moves,
does,
and they've
okay.
got cues, and they've got staging, and they got lights and video board. It was sweet. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like, Christian rap has come a long way. That was one of my takeaways. Like, I went to the Lecrae concert, the Tadashi concerts back in the day, and haven't been to one in 10, 15 years. And it's like, these have gotten way more fun.
Yeah.
And white high schoolers have gotten way better at like being at a rap concert. Like they've learned how to do this better. It was like such a hype atmosphere. Like
Really?
Michel, he's just got a good voice for like just hyping people up, and he's screaming, "Kansas City, are you with me? Ready, bounce, bounce!" And the whole crowd is bouncing. It was like an 8 Mile scene,
Yeah.
and the whole crowd is like bouncing with Michel, and I was just sitting there smiling, like, I gotta become a musician. This is so fun. It's probably why I made the Mouse song.
Yeah,
That
right.
and Timon's jingles the last few weeks.
Dude,
I'm
going to live anything motivates me.
it's so
much.
inspiring. Yeah. And I was like, this is so cool. And yeah, it was awesome. So I got to go backstage and meet some of the guys, and just told them how great I thought it was. And it was awesome. No Big Deal's a big comedy fan. He's like, dude, come to
cool.
Nashville sometime. Yeah, I think I've seen your stuff. Come to Zany's, whatever.
Yeah.
He's friends with all of them.
That's awesome. I know. Yeah, Gunnar was the first person I ever heard. No Big Deal. He's like, I love this guy.
Yeah, I sent Gunnar a video. I was like, dude, it's too bad you're not here.
I know.
You would have loved this. It was the day before his birthday. It would have been perfect.
He truly would have loved it.
He would have, yeah.
Like he listens to that music more than anybody else I know.
Yeah, he comes to the pickleball court. Hey, got a speaker. New KB just dropped. I'm like, oh.
We're gonna have to listen to the ads because I don't have Spotify Premium.
Hope you like Swiffer Jet ads. There's a lot of them.
Oh man, that's fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. Shout out Michel.
After we interviewed him, I think it was probably motivated by that, but I think it was kind of subconscious. I watched the Dude Perfect documentary on YouTube. You ever watched this, Timon?
I think I started it one time, never finished it.
And how were your emotions during it?
I told you this already. Yeah, I cried. I don't know. I'm trying to remember exactly when I cried. I think I cried like it was definitely during the emotional part. It wasn't like when they were just like
Amazing
rehearsing.
trick shot.
Yeah. We're just struggling with these like lemons to cut them fast enough. It was
a hole in one.
They just came so far. Yeah, whatever. No, it was something. It was either, I think it was something to do with like, I was just envisioning like doing something, like going to something like that with Bo, or something like just going to something like that with my kids and how much it means to them. Either that or when it was doing like the stuff with kids and cancer or something like that.
Yeah.
So it was something deeper than just like whatever. Goofy.
From a helicopter? Bang!
But dude, Michel is in there so much.
I know. I need to rewatch that. I didn't see it when I knew him.
Catherine watched it with me, and like I was like, "Whoa, there's Michel!" Like thinking like
That's my friend Michel.
I'm friends with him. I gave him a hug, and like thinking like that was the 2 seconds he's going to be in this documentary, and he's little B-roll shots of him 20 times. I mean, it's amazing.
Fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Maybe I'll tear up at those parts.
Maybe, dude. He does have a great voice, like you're saying. Like
It's just good.
it just is purely like sounded awesome. So it kind of like, I mean, I'm not a day-long daydreamer like you are very often. But it did kind of like inspire me of like, I enjoy making content like this, like kids stuff. Like I think that'd be fun to just do like silly kids. I don't know what it would look like or whatever.
Yeah. The K country in you, basically.
Yes,
like,
right.
Circle back to whatever that was.
Yeah, because so much, and I don't know Dude Perfect very. I'm not like a Dude Perfect enthusiast, so I don't know all the characters and stuff they were.
You
talking
have
about in
what, 3 of the 5 autographs? You don't have all of them.
I don't have beardos. I can't remember their names. Tall guy.
What do you think their names are? Rattle off the
No,
Dude Perfect guys.
Kobe.
Cole.
I don't know if it's Cole or Cole.
Colby
It
Bryant.
starts with a C, though. It's a Kobe with a C. Tanner?
Okay. Kobe Tanner.
Is the bearded guy Travis?
Kobe Tanner Travis.
Kobe Tanner, Travis, Connor,
Connor.
and Keenan?
You got one of the 5.
Colby.
No,
No, okay. Is it Colby with an L?
No.
it's Kobe.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
the
had that
bearded
one.
guy is Travis or T, something with a T.
Tyler.
Tyler Frick! Frick!
The tall guy is named
Tanner. Connor.
Cody.
Cody! I mean, come on.
The bald guy is named.
Bill Burr.
Yes.
Maybe once you watch the documentary, you'll like learn about it.
Once you spend an hour with them, this will be a lot easier.
Bald guy's name is Travis.
Garrett.
Garrett!
Kobe's twin brother.
Kobe and Kyle. Kobe and it's an alliteration of some sort.
Yes, only one
Cody.
letter different. That's a good guess.
Kobe and
No one has the same name though.
Corey.
Corey.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Yeah, one of them looks a little different. One of them is like, oh, I know him, and the other one's like, oh, I don't know about that guy. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Duperry though, honestly, I was just like all their characters and stuff. That's the kind of thing, like when the guy comes out as like, I don't know, all the things like the K countries type
K-pop.
skits they do with the absurd recurds and the
Yeah.
rage monster and all that stuff. That's very up our alley.
It's gonna be fun to see, and Ghostrunners fans, you'll be there the whole time because we're never gonna stop doing this to see where the entertainment in our lives goes. Like, I think Gene Schwartz is not gonna be a thing we do forever, or next month. But
whoa, excuse me,
just kidding. But yeah, for a super long time. But I do think we will probably be doing some form of entertainment. Like, how much longer will I do stand up? I don't know. Is it forever? Is it none?
Hire us for your church events.
Yeah,
like, that was something we could definitely continue to do.
Totally. Yeah, it's just gonna be fun to see what the entertainment in our lives look like.
Totally.
I
wrote down, this is just such a whatever. Katherine's funny. And I don't think people understand sometimes that she's funny.
She is funny.
Do you remember the line in The Office? I'm trying to remember. I think it's when Jim and Pam are having their baby, and Michael says something like, "Bring a dictionary, so you can remember so you can find the name for him," or something like that. Do you remember this?
Something with the baby name?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Oscar goes, the hospital will provide dictionaries. Bring a gosh.
Whoa.
The hospitals will provide dictionaries. Bring a thesaurus.
Okay.
Do you kind of remember this?
I don't remember Oscar saying that, but I remember that line.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, Katherine thinks that is such a funny line, whatever. And so, but it's not like she quotes it often or anything. I've just watched the episodes with her when they say that. Anyway, I was like hustling the kids out the door the other day on Sunday to go to church. We were running late. I was like, let's go. Bring your Bible, Bo. Come on. And I hear Katherine like from the back, whatever. And I don't even like hear what she says. I'm like, I'm sure that was funny, but I gotta go. Love you. And she texted me later. She said, the church will provide Bibles. Bring a concordance.
Oh, that's good, Katherine.
And like said it like immediately. Like I was like, Bo, let's go. Bring your Bible. The church will provide Bibles. Bring a concordance.
Yeah,
so anyway,
funny. Bring a commentary.
Yeah.
Spurgeon.
Yeah, my wife is just funny, man. So anyway, I don't think she gets the credit she deserves, but she's witty and funny like that, and can often like bring back quotes like that of some of her favorite shows. And so anyway,
that's fun. It was fun to hang out with Katherine. Obviously, I haven't seen her as much with a brand new baby, but you guys came over for a little game night and didn't get to see you as much. You kind of came over just for games, but Katherine's over there for probably an hour just hanging out and talking with us, which is fun.
Yeah, dude, it took us forever for our kids to fall asleep, which is so rare.
All good.
But yeah, it was a fun time. We played Secret Hitler.
Yeah, played 2 rounds of it, which that game is like, it is fun, but you need to become a little familiar with the strategy. It's going to take a game or two to figure out how should I play this if I'm good? How should I play this if I'm bad? So we kind of got through the trials and errors, and maybe next time it'll be more fun. But
no, I had a lot of fun. I think it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we brought Henry over. I literally like carried him over in his DockATot like portable pillow, essentially.
From the house.
Holding him as I'm crossing the street. Just like, what do these people think of me right now?
Hey, great weather, though.
But he did great. Oh, yeah, that was great weather.
Oh, yeah.
He did great, though. We yelled and screamed, and he did just fine.
He did.
So that's how it is all the time. Parenting is easy all the time.
Dude, that's awesome.
So.
Rachel, speaking of that, I just thought of something. Rachel has like a handful of ghosties who follow her on Goodreads. And Rachel just checked out 2 books about parenting because they also deal with counseling or something. She's like, oh man, the ghosties are going to think we're pregnant if they follow this and they see parenting in the title. And I was like, well, I'm kind of wondering, why did you get parenting books?
Seriously, though, why?
Yeah, explain it to me. She's like, yeah, that, whatever, it'll help.
That was supposed to be my way of surprising you. Hope you were following me on Goodreads, but guess not.
MainStreetRoasters.com. Let's not forget. Timon, don't edit this part out. We
could never.
Like you did last time.
Oh, yeah.
They sponsor this episode, like every episode, because they're awesome.
Yes.
And on a weekly basis, Ghosties are still getting coffee. I saw it on a Facebook page recently. Great way to start your day. Mm-hmm. Either by drinking it or by ordering it. Maybe if you just started your day and you need something to do, spend money.
Looking to procrastinate a little bit at work? Go to MainStreetRoasters.com, peruse for a little bit, and then purchase.
Yes.
Peruse and purchase.
Yep. Peruse, purchase. Put some in your cart. See how that feels. See how it feels to have some in your cart from Main Street Roasters. I think it's going to be fun.
Stick it in your cart.
I think it's going to be fun. And then come back about 10 minutes later. How does that feel? How does it feel? What if I told you get 10% off how that already felt? Now we're feeling good.
Oh, yeah.
GRKC is the promo code. Get you some coffee, some beans, some grounds, however you like it. And support a small town, locally owned, Indiana-based coffee shop that we love. Main Street Roasters.
Let us know your favorite flavor. We'd love to hear it. Because I think there's literally 30 plus flavors on their website.
Yeah.
And so I haven't tried them all. So I would love to.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. I'm getting a new shipment of the Colombian beans for some nitro.
Colombian beans.
I'm very excited about it.
That's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Should we do wins of the week?
Yeah, let's do it.
If you want.
No, yeah, you go ahead. You want to start?
Sure. I am so encouraged by the Friday Pickleball YouTube performance of our video that came out, I guess, 2 weeks ago. Did you see that?
Yes.
It's so fun, dude.
That fired me up. I was excited about it.
Isn't it fun? We've all been in positions where we've all had millions of views and videos, but I think if you know, like, a 10-minute long video on YouTube for a channel that just started, for that to get the views it gets, it's so valuable. Even when it had... So, yeah, every Friday, we obviously post, like, a comedy skit on Friday Pickleball, but for about the last 2 months, I think I've talked about this in the podcast, we decided to make the investment. Hey, we're going to pay Timon what he's worth. We're going to pay him well and get him out there and his new gear, new camera. We spent $1,800 just on audio equipment because we were told this is the best you can get. And we got the best YouTube editor and we're like, let's invest in content. And we're proud of what we're putting out, but it's maybe 4,000 views, 6,000 views.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then, I had this idea. I was like, let's do 4.0 men. Like, can 4.0 men beat 5.0 women? I was like, I think that's kind of fun. That's kind of catchy. And that's intriguing. And yeah, it really works. So shout out Timon, shout out Ryder, Scott, and Isaac. And the video just kept climbing. Even when it only had like 8,000 views in 24 hours, I was like, this is so fun. Yeah. 8,000?
I mean, it's double what you're used to. Like,
8,000?
Yeah.
It's crazy how much that little amount, quote unquote, like meant to me. And then now, as of recording this, it's like 53,000 views.
Wow.
We have 3,000 subscribers.
Just yesterday it was like 42 or something. So
it's still climbing.
That's sweet.
It's just so cool. Oh, it's fun. I'm very encouraged.
Yeah. What have you analyzed it a lot? Like, what are you thinking? What are you taking from this? Like,
I think
for new videos.
Asking a good question in the title is a fun way to intrigue people.
Okay.
Like if what you're packaging with your title and the thumbnail is something that would spark a good conversation anyway, that's probably a good video. I'm just coming up with off my top of my head. Like, could Tyreek Hill score a punt return against 100 fourth graders?
Yeah.
It's like,
right.
That would get you and I talking.
Right. Yeah.
That's a fun conversation.
Yeah.
If you made that in a YouTube video and then brought in 8 other challenges that Tyreek Hill is going to do, that's an amazing YouTube video. So
yeah,
I think the title is good. I think pitting men versus women, where the women have an advantage, is intriguing.
Well, I feel like that's definitely a hot topic these days with Kaylin Clark.
I didn't put that in the video. I was like, women didn't used to be like this. I was like, Kaylin Clark has done a number of women's sports. I was joking. I was like, it didn't used to be like this.
Yeah.
I feel like how ridiculous that channel. They like do a lot of like that kind of stuff. Just like the most insane thing, but like, would this like does rolling 2,000 golf balls down a hill. Will it get a hole in one or something like that?
Yeah.
Like-
yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
Will basketball go through a trampoline?
Yeah.
You know, if we drop it off a tower.
Is this the first video that you've asked a question for the title?
No.
Okay.
But it's the first one where we've involved women. And I'm glad we filmed 3 videos with them. And the second one, I think you'll like this. The second one's going to be even more fun. So in the second iteration of 4.0 men versus 5.0 women, it was like we get to earn Scott. If we do something right, we get Scott on our team. So it's like if we get 2 points in a row, me and Isaac, we get Scott.
As a third player? Or?
No, just to sub
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Or if we successfully win a rally, if at any point we lobbed them the ball, we also get Scott.
Okay.
So that was very fun. So like once we'd hit a lob, it was like lock in. We get Scott if we win this. And so we were lobbing all the time. We could also lose Scott. So if the girls ever got 2 points in a row when Scott was on the team, Scott had to go sit out again.
Oh, okay.
So I think that video is way more entertaining. So I'm excited that we filmed
Yeah.
2 additional ones with the girls.
How are you going to title that one?
Just barely differently, I
okay.
think.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
Anyway, it was good. Yeah, right away I was intrigued by the data and the click-through rate and everything. I was like, I think it's gonna be good. So yeah,
Cool.
fired up.
Dude.
And we are now monetized. So let me show you a little something. We Friday Pickleball, you know, it's not the easiest thing to get monetized, but we did it. And let me,
Not trying to brag, but
yeah, sorry, this is taking a while. Let's click on the video. Let's click on metrics. Let's click on revenue. What's that say right there, Brad?
oh baby, $2.74.
All right, muchachos.
But look at that line, baby.
crazy.
You went from 0 to 274. You were skyrocketing.
That's crazy.
I'm so fired up.
That'll update, soon enough.
Yeah, 48 hours behind. 274 though. We're gonna frame it.
274. Yeah. What can you buy with 274? 2 things at Dollar Tree plus tax.
Good.
Some batteries for those cameras.
So that's my win of the week.
My win of the week is, longer story, I guess, but like I went to have you seen that doll cradle, doll hospital over by McLean's?
Doll Hospital.
Yeah.
No.
So there's like a doll store over by McLean's, and it's one of those things where it's like, this is creepy until you go in and it's like, this is really creepy. No,
They have a monkey in a cage in the middle.
where do we live? No, there's like this there's this doll store down the road from us, and Katherine follows them on Instagram or something. They had some promotion. They're like, hey, free wash and styling of your American Girl dolls hair.
What the heck?
What the heck? Yeah. And so so Catherine's like, if you have time, I think you should take Hattie over there. And my first reaction was like, honestly, to be a little bit defensive of my time and act like I'm like so busy or whatever. Sometimes I get a little bit defensive when Katherine like suggests I do things during the day, because I'm like, do you not understand that I have stuff I need to do? Like,
I get it. You're an entrepreneur and you are providing for your family.
yeah. And I think I've struggled with that. We've gotten better at like, she doesn't ask, I don't know, whatever. Like we're definitely healthier with it, but every once in a while I still have these responses of like, gosh, like I've been here all morning, and then I've been doing breakfast and
That's
then
tough.
this and whatever. And then of course she's like, immediately she's like, okay, I understand, no problem. Like, but she's like, she posed this idea to me, and I'm like, okay, like let's do it,
Okay,
whatever.
I can find the time.
I can find the time. Of course I should do that. And it was such the right decision. It was like one of those things where like it'd be similar to like if you and I went to a sports cards store as kids, or like whatever. Like
She was just in love
dude,
with being there.
I mean, every corner she would turn, she'd be like, and look at these dresses. Oh my gosh. And like they have shoes over here, and look at these dolls. I mean, she just thought it was like literally a toy store for her. I mean,
Well, that's all. What a great find.
it was, and yeah, she loved it, dude. It was just so such a good experience. And it was one of those times where I always text Katherine when I'm headed home with a very happy girl right now, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I need to slow down. I need to understand that bigger perspective of like, I don't have anything pressing that I had to do today. I just have stuff I got to do, And so it was just a great moment with her. And this woman working there, she's like, now, is this your first time here? And she's like, because first time people get a special gift.
Oh.
And I'm thinking like, oh, that's so nice. Like they're going to give her a certificate that says it's my first time at the doll cradle or something like that, whatever. Or maybe some shoes or something because, we have American Girl dolls. So maybe get some shoes. This woman comes back with a full-on porcelain doll, like 2 foot tall, like whatever, however, like a normal size, like big doll.
Just for being a first timer?
And I was like, surely that's not ours. Like, yeah, it gave it to Hattie. Hattie gripped. I mean, she was so excited, so pumped. She was curly blonde hair, this doll. And so she named him Shirley for Shirley Temple.
Nice.
Yeah. Her middle name is Dimple. Shirley Dimple Ellis. Because she looks like Shirley Temple.
Shirley Dimple.
It's and so because of that now, like we've talked about, she's like, I really wish I had a double bunk bed where all 4 of my dolls could sleep. And I'm like, well, Hattie, I make furniture. Like we could do this together. And so now we have plans to like build a double bunk bed and paint it together and all this stuff. And it's like all because I did that one little thing, like all because I was like, and somewhat reluctantly, honestly, it wasn't like, yeah, of course I would love to do that.
Because I had this great dad idea.
Yeah, it was like, no, Katherine gave me this, prompt and was very okay if I didn't do it. Like, but at the same time.
Dude, that's got to be so hard to, like, be an entrepreneur, be, your own boss and have kids.
Correct.
What a just constant struggle of like, what's the priority today?
Yes. Yeah.
Just constantly.
Because it's, and I guess I'll go off that, deviate a little bit because I did have kind of a dad fail, not truly, but like a struggle on Sunday night. The kids were just overstimulating me. And I think it was like the end of the weekend. I've been with them more than normal. And I didn't lose it, but I like raised my voice and was
what
just like,
the heck?
Yeah. Like they were setting the table. I had Bo be in charge of forks, Hattie be in charge of spoons. And they were arguing over who got this one spoon that we have. And I finally, I just was like, stop arguing about like the spoons. I was like, I'll make you guys eat without forks and spoons if that's what
Dixie Stampede style.
Like, you could tell like they were like nervous. They were like scared. And I felt so like, I felt sorry. I even said later, I was like, guys, talking about the spoons, I was still fired up. I was like, I don't say this word very often, but I'm going to say it right now. I was like, you guys arguing about spoons is stupid. I was like, that's stupid. And you could just tell Hattie was like, okay, yeah.
Hey, that's good. Sometimes as a pitcher, you got to back him off the plate a little
just
bit.
Get him a little
chin music.
But then my dad sends me this picture of me I learned it was as a 6-year-old from my grandma's like calendar that she had, whatever, like one of those classic, like, here's a different picture every month kind of thing. And it was a 6-year-old picture of me, my dad and I like one time organized all my like toys, all my guys, in my room and like just took a picture of them. And I thought that was so cool and so fun. And I'm like, I vividly remember this as a 6-year-old. I was like, Hattie may vividly remember the fact that I got very angry with her today, or she might vividly remember this doll cradle thing, like, or both,
Maybe
and so it's like, oh, I need to be more conscious of like, hey, what I'm doing here is going to make a difference forever. Like,
Yeah, it's probably a shift as a parent. Once they hit age 3, you're
yes.
like, all right, it's starting to make memories. We gotta get in gear now.
100%, man. It's like, what's she gonna remember? Because they're not remembering everything from every day.
Yeah, it's like one thing from age 3, 2 things from age 4, and then you start to really have some memories.
It's amazing what Hattie will like come back and be like, yeah, you told me this. Remember that? And I'm like, yeah, I do. But you remember about compound interest?
Out of everything?
Yeah. Like, okay, cool. So anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was some interesting times, but anyway, said the S word in front of my kids.
Got a free doll, though.
Win of the week. So all that to say, Timon, you got to win? All right.
Playing pickleball. Twice this week. And it was going to be 3 times.
Whoa.
I was going to last night, but.
Where's your court?
First time, it was like some Saturday morning, I think. It was at this school in Spring Hill.
Okay.
Because that's where Graydon lives. So it was with Graydon and Zach came.
Great, man.
And then Sunday evening, it was like a little church event at Meadowbrook Park. So we just played pickleball for like a couple hours. It was so fun.
I also played pickleball with my kids. I took them to this park down the road that has like the tennis pickleball courts.
Oh, yeah. Rachel and I run there sometimes and play.
And it was a blast. Like the kids just like scrape the ball and, hit it back to me most of the time kind of thing.
Representing Friday on the court.
Heck yeah.
Oh, all right.
What color?
Sea salt. The blue, like.
This one? Or
no, that's blue sky.
It's like more of a dark blue.
Yeah.
It has waves.
Yeah.
Well, that does too, but
fun.
Whatever. Yeah. That's
cool,
my win.
Man. That's great.
I'm trying to find my comment of the week. There's been so many good ones. Hard to choose from.
Oh, geez, yeah.
This is from Jenna. My husband and I like to watch full comedy specials on YouTube for at-home date nights occasionally. My favorite by far has been Jake's Sheltered Kids special. We've also watched Trey Kennedy and John Crist. Anyone else have any good recommendations? She was just going on the Facebook post asking for recommendations. Like, hey, that's a huge deal. I know you probably listen to the podcast and feel more emotionally attached to me, but I don't care. Thanks for saying that mine's your favorite. And that was my first time doing comedy. It's only going to get better. At least I hope so.
Yeah,
and it should get way better. I mean, that thing might be off YouTube in 5 years because I'm so embarrassed by it. Probably not. But no, that means a lot, Jenna. So thank you a ton. Hopefully mine will come out, I don't know, this summer. And let me know if you have ideas for what I should call it. Last time felt obvious to call it the Shelter Kid special. This time, I don't know. Haven't really thought about it much.
What's like your biggest joke?
What would it be? Like,
without giving too much away.
Grew up sarcastic, or my dad, or I got married this year, the bidet, bought a house. Anything in there ring any bells? Or not ring any bells, but, you know.
Yeah.
Giving any inspiration.
Newlywed kid special.
Newlywed sheltered kid grew up slightly special. Special kid special. Probably doesn't matter that much.
I'm still trying to find a comment. I'm sorry.
Timon?
Sure. I got one. Cass M. Wilcox says, not what I was expecting. For some reason, I pictured DJ Michael in my head as an older man. Something that's funny.
It is fun to have your image of someone just shattered. Like,
yeah.
What?
Is there anybody that you're like, I wish I didn't know what he looked like? Or like, I wish I enjoyed that guy more before I like.
Oh, probably.
Well, that happens to me in like reading books. If I
Oh,
ever see,
totally.
like even like an illustration of like what they're supposed to look like. I'm like, that is not. And occasionally it's fully on me because I don't even like pay close enough attention to like their description.
Yeah.
But like, oh, it's in the Hardy Boys, Frank and Joe.
Okay.
Their hair colors need to be switched.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember being so mad. I'm like, Frank is a blonde-haired name.
Yeah.
And Joe is a dark-haired name.
Oh, the Hardy Boys. That's so funny. Yeah.
I think we're gonna start reading those to Bo.
I love the
so
Hardy
good.
Boys.
And they always end on a cliffhanger every chapter.
I love a good book like that.
Yeah. Because I was talking about recently, like, Bo, what if you and I and Hattie read a chapter book together? Also, do you remember Matt Christopher?
Oh yeah, all the baseball or sports books.
Yeah, Bo and I started Tommy Touchdown, I think is what it's called, something like that. He loves it. So
Sorry, go ahead.
I probably said this on the podcast, but I had a friend who gave an entire like oral book report for a Matt Christopher book that he didn't read. It was called like
because they're all the same.
Yeah. It was called like the stud at third base or something like that. I was something third base. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, Trevor Yarberry just went up there and gave a whole book report. So he started off as first baseman, whatever, and just made up this whole story.
Oh man,
and his parents got divorced.
That's a really niche joke, but like that'd be a funny Gene Shorts video of like making up a Matt Christopher book report about some book that doesn't exist. Because everyone do you remember any Matt Christopher book growing up?
No, I just remember like if there's nothing else good out right now, throw on a little Matt Christopher.
They were all good, but they were all they're about sports,
surface level sports.
It's not like that one where he had cancer and somebody was an organ donor for him. So
I remember loving Encyclopedia Brown.
Oh yeah, Rachel got me some this past year.
That's fun. But my toxic trait, I would always just like read the answer and not try to figure it out.
I never got the answer. I don't even know why I liked the books. I wasn't smart enough to. Oh, so it was like there were mystery books.
Okay.
Where Encyclopedia Brown, he's like this savant genius, like 8-year-old, and the whole town knows it. So they would come to him to solve their mysteries, and they pay him $0.25, I think, every time. And there was this one bully in the town. He's always up to no good. Bugs Meany, I think was his name. And
like a cardboard crown or something like that. I remember.
Okay.
Oh, that he wrote on it.
It was just like he like wore like this cardboard.
Oh, he wore a
crown.
cardboard
It was, like,
crown.
his thing.
Okay.
And anyway, so there'd just be some mystery that you could solve it. So the book would give you obviously plenty of details you don't need, but there was like 1 or 2 details in this story that like would help Encyclopedia solve the mystery. And then that's what Encyclopedia told him. I knew it was you, Bugs Meany. I knew it was you the whole time. How did Encyclopedia know?
Okay.
Go to chapter 30 or page 39.
And so you would just read.
I would always just go read.
And I would always try to figure it out. And I'd look back like, I don't know it. And then you go read like, it does make sense. But I just wasn't old enough or wasn't smart enough to be like solving these crimes.
Was it like, was it pretty hard to figure it out?
I can only remember one from memory, and it was, some story like where the eyewitness account said, no, I saw him leave my store and he didn't have anything in his hand. I was looking through, I saw his reflection in a spoon, and I knew he didn't, whatever. It was something like that. And the answer is like, Encyclopedia knew she could not have seen him this way because when you're looking at the concave side of a spoon, everything is reversed. I was like, oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm 7.
Yeah.
So I,
You learned it though. Okay.
but that is the one thing that stuck with me. I was like, oh yeah, this, part is real and this part is flipped.
I'm trying to think of one. I think there was one. It was like someone running away with a knife, and it was like he was like he had a broken arm in one hand. He was like, I saw him running away, put the knife in his like right pocket or whatever. And it's like he couldn't have done this because he had a broken arm, and like it's really hard to put a knife in your pocket. I remember,
as we all know,
you can't run and sticks.
Hating this answer. I was like, I can run
Yeah.
with my left hand and put a knife in my right pocket if I try.
Yes.
But that's like the only one I remember.
I'm having fun talking about this. I'm going to go get the Encyclopedia Brown book that Rachel got me, and we
Please
can
do.
look through some of the answers.
That'd be so fun.
I remember. Yeah, go
You
ahead.
still need to do your comment?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so we got-
But I also remember Katherine. Yeah, from her house growing up or something, she brought some home recently, and like, it wasn't that, but it was on the same plane.
Yeah.
And some of the questions, some of the answers were like, that is so far fetched that it's just so frustrating to me. But
Yeah.
all right, we'll get back into Encyclopedia Brown. My comment of the week is coming on Facebook from Megan Delana. I was watching Hometown recently and was thinking how much Ben Napier and his friends remind me of Brad and his friends. Then I remember that Brad has previously said that he thinks he and Ben could be friends, so I thought I'd share that confirmation. It'd be so fun to watch them make a table together. So if you don't know, Ben Napier is awesome. And this was such a compliment to me of like, hey, that guy kind of reminds me of Brad. I'm like, okay, I'll take that. I'll receive that. He's just a big, burly stud of a man, makes tables and loves his wife and family well. So anyway, thank you, Megan, for the kind, connections. It's fun.
Okay, I have my book, Encyclopedia Brown, everyone's favorite boy detective.
Oh, he's a baseball
Encyclopedia
player
Brown
too.
in the case of the secret pitch.
Is he a lefty?
Looking
Let's
like
go.
it. Southpaw Encyclopedia. So, solution to case of the secret pitch. Encyclopedia knew instantly that neither the letter nor the check was written by the Yankee pitcher Spike Browning. Great name. Nor by any grown-up. Both the check and the letter bore the same date, June 31st. Oh, but there is no June 31st. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
June only has 30 days, exclamation point.
You should like give me a quick premise of like a story if you find it in there. I'll see if I can like
How long are these
remember what
stories?
this.
Can we do a little story hour? Are they like a
thing
couple
is.
pages? It's a
Yeah,
long
should
form
we?
podcast. Why not?
Yeah, it's a Wednesday episode. All right.
If I remember it, I won't say like.
Do you think you might remember the
I
answer
genuinely,
to one of these?
I might remember.
I mean, Timon did these like 2 years ago.
It'll come back to me. It's been 9 years. I don't know.
I'm flipping through trying to find the shortest one. All right. Everyone, it's story time.
I'm closing my eyes so I'm not distracted.
The case of the wounded toe. Charlie Stewart had the biggest tooth collection of any boy in Idaville. That's where they live, so don't worry about it. After every rain, he went off tooth hunting. Encyclopedia frequently went with him. The rainwater washes off the dirt, explained Charlie. Sometimes you could see a possum's tooth shining 50 feet away. Charlie didn't depend entirely upon the rain to help him find interesting teeth. He was more scientific. He took off his shoes. Shoes cut down your chances, said Charlie. With shoes on, you could step on a partly buried tooth without feeling it. But if you go barefoot, you get bitten, sort of. Off came his shoes. He tied them together by the laces and hung them around his neck. He began wiggling his toes. In a few minutes, he was warmed up. Okay, that's fine. It took him a few minutes to get his feet warm.
I'm good to go.
Whoa.
Let's proceed.
Okay, I'm ready, he said. Let's get started. The two friends planned a search in a new area. They entered the woods near Mill Creek and walked northward. This way they could avoid the garbage dump. But they would have to pass close to the ancient burial grounds in order to end up at Charlie's house. I used to spend a lot of time in the garbage dump, said Charlie, but all I ever took away were sore feet. Did you ever get a toe stuck in an old dishwasher? No, I honestly can't say that I ever did, said Encyclopedia. Once I caught my hand in a bed I was making. I had my mind on a case. The two boys moved slowly through the woods, their eyes searching the ground. After a mile, Charlie found 2 raccoon teeth. He threw them away. He already had a complete set. Encyclopedia found a few bottle caps, an old tennis ball, and last month's newspaper. Then, near the ancient burial grounds, he found something worth keeping. He found a felt hat, like those worn by Bugs Meany and his tigers.
Oh, boy.
What do you suppose the tigers were doing way out here, wondered Encyclopedia. I don't know, said Charlie, and I don't care. This place gives me the spooks. Let's go. Spooked. Spooked. Encyclopedia stared over the rusty fence. Weeds had overgrown the graves. Wild vines twisted around the small tombstones, which bore the names of early settlers and soldiers. Encyclopedia pointed to a tree near the fence. Nailed to a trunk was a red and white target. Come back, hollered Charlie as Encyclopedia climbed the rusty fence. It's against the law to go inside the ancient burial grounds. I'm only going to sit on the fence, said Encyclopedia. Now get on my shoulders. Take a close look at the target. Not me, said Charlie. I could fall in there. Nevertheless, he did as Encyclopedia bid him. He put his nose close to the target. Somebody's been doing a lot of shooting with an air gun, he called. The bullseye is filled with pellets. Said Encyclopedia. Come on down. As Charlie landed, he let out a yelp. He rolled on the ground moaning, my foot, my foot. Suddenly he sat up as if struck by a happy thought. Maybe I was bit by a buffalo tooth, he said hopefully. Encyclopedia knelt beside the tooth hunter. He wiped the blood from his friend's left foot with a clean handkerchief. Why? Encyclopedia gasped in astonishment. You've been shot. There's a little pellet in your big toe. Does it hurt much? Here's a visual for those watching. Here's what it looks like. Encyclopedia, or Charlie on Encyclopedia's shoulders.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Perfect. So, does it hurt much? Not much, said Charlie. But the longer we stay around this place, the worse I feel. I'm roasting. Encyclopedia helped Charlie to his feet and out of the woods. 10 minutes later, Charlie's mother watched anxiously as Dr. Ross removed the pellet from her son's toe. Do you know who shot you? Asked the doctor. We have a clue, answered Charlie. Encyclopedia found a hat, the kind all the tigers wear. We think one of them shot me. Stay away from those boys, said Charlie's mother. They're wild. Let the police handle them. I'm going to need one of Charlie's old shoes, said Dr. Ross. I'll have to cut a hole for the big toe so Charlie can walk with his bandage on. Bummer. Will you get his old blue sneaker? Charlie's mother asked Encyclopedia. It's in his closet. I'll be back in a wink. Leaving the doctor's office, the boy detective saw Duke Kelly, a tiger, pacing the sidewalk. Duke looked worried. Encyclopedia thought quickly, hey, Duke, you live near Charlie Stewart. Will you run to his house? What for? Charlie's been shot in the foot, said Encyclopedia. The doctor wants to cut a hole in one of his shoes so he can walk around with a bandage on. Mrs. Stewart says to use one of his old blue sneakers. They're in his closet. Charlie's room is on the second floor in the front, isn't it? Said Duke. All right, I guess I could find one of his blue sneakers. When Duke returned with the sneaker, Encyclopedia took it to Dr. Ross. The doctor cut a hole in the sneaker for the wounded toe. Then he slipped the sneaker over Charlie's bandaged foot. It fit perfectly. I think I know. Immediately, Encyclopedia marched outside. You're in a pack of trouble, he told Duke. The tigers have been secretly shooting at a high-powered air gun in the ancient burial grounds. Now you've shot Charlie. Me? Exclaimed Duke. I didn't shoot anybody. You shot Charlie and followed us to the doctor's office. You were scared, so you waited around to learn just how seriously Charlie was hurt. You're as nutty as a chestnut tree, retorted Duke. I just happened to be standing here when you came out. I didn't know anything about Charlie being shot in the foot. Yes, you did, said Encyclopedia. Like every criminal, you made one mistake. What was Duke's mistake?
Ooh.
I think I know it. It's kind of fun to try and solve.
I remember this story vividly. Like,
no way.
Like, I was like, yeah, he's going to get shot or whatever.
Wow.
And
a few
I
years
know
ago.
the answer.
You do know it?
I think it's a little far. Okay, whatever. Brad?
It was an interesting, what am I trying to say? Like practice there, trying to like solve a mystery while reading out loud. It's like two parts of my brain working at the same time.
Man, I don't even have a faintest idea. It seems like it has to do with the fact that he went and got the shoe. But I don't know much beyond that. Or like, maybe he knew which shoe.
That's my guess. I didn't go back and read it. Obviously,
he knew which foot because he only needed to get one shoe.
He said Charlie, got shot in his foot. He went and automatically got the
that's what I think.
proper shoe.
I don't know how much of it is remembering that or like thinking that I'm figuring it out.
All right, so Jake, look and see. Don't read it out loud yet.
Okay.
See if that's right, and if not, give us some clues.
Yep, that's
okay.
it.
Yeah.
He gave himself away by not asking which sneaker he should bring from Charlie's closet.
He knew
When doctor
the
cut a
room,
hole for the
too.
wounded toe. He said it fit perfectly. That meant Duke had brought the left sneaker. The police took away the air gun from the tiger. Oh, we get a little like conclusion here. The police took away the air gun from the tigers, and each boy's parents punished him for holding target practice in the ancient burial grounds.
I like that. Like, just FYI.
Ancient burial grounds is so funny.
A
for
little
some reason.
resolution.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah, that's fun. I'm trying to think about. You should just like. I want these to like come back to me. Like just
Yeah.
like
Solution to the case of the stomach puncher. That ringing any bells?
it does ring a bell.
We know it was you, Duke.
I feel like someone had like.
Your
someone
brass
had-
knuckles are in his belly button.
I remember someone having like metal armor on under their shirt in that.
Really?
I think so.
Time was a savant. Biff said, I don't know what it's going to say. I'm just going to start reading. Biff said that the bike had been lying under the canvas.
Oh yes, the grass would have been dead. Yeah, dude, I remember this.
Look at time and go.
I remember this.
The grass had to have been dead.
The limit
no
does not
way.
exist, and the grass would have been dead.
The bike had been lying under the canvas, and you just knew the grass had been dead. Ever since I bought it 2 months ago. Yeah, when Encyclopedia removed the canvas, the bike lay on the grass that was green. Had the canvas been covering the bike in the ground for 2 months, the grass would have died. Dead grass is brown, not green. The green, live grass proved the canvas had just been put over the ground on the bike. Time, let's do one more. This is amazing.
This is so fun.
The case of the two-fisted poet. These names are amazing.
I love the names from that. Like Biff, Duke,
This one's got Percy involved.
Percy.
Two-fisted poet doesn't necessarily ring a bell.
Aren't all poets two-fisted? Most.
Here's a picture of Sally reaching out and giving his nose a twist.
I remember that. That picture. It's
Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
We were Sally and Percy for Halloween one time.
Have any guesses?
The two-fisted poet. I feel like it was like.
Percy lay on the sidewalk, his eyes closed. Percy, say something, he begged. Is she gone? Yes.
Was there like a blind person involved in this one? I feel like it could have been.
Okay. His
Well,
guess
no,
is-
or like, yeah, I don't remember this one.
It's something with the eyes.
Is it okay? Does Percy have glasses?
Oh my gosh, he's good, folks.
Wow, dude.
Percy's
he's
gotta have
good.
glasses.
During the fight, the bigger boy pounded Percy's chest and stomach with body blows. Yet after the fight, Percy had put on his eyeglasses again. That was Percy's mistake. Had the bigger boy hit Percy as hard as he could, Percy's eyeglasses would have been smashed by the body blows. That's a little grayer. That's a little
yeah,
vague.
it's a stretch a little bit.
There's some 10-year-old out there right now obsessed with Encyclopedia Brown that's getting so frustrated that you're giving
Stop!
all these answers. Quit! Quit!
I'm on that one.
What the heck? Just so bothered.
Of course, this case is a secret pitch. The one I'm
I
reading
knew
right
it.
now.
I knew it.
Yeah, no, Percy obviously has sunglasses, eyeglasses.
Oh, man.
Well, that's pretty fun.
I like that.
I want to read those again.
I like it.
That's so fun.
Hey, shall we do an Encyclopedia jingle?
Little Patreon episode.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Patreon is just
We could do Patreon Encyclopedia
mysteries.
Brown.
Also true. Yeah, you gotta Timon, let's do it together. Let's do a little Chat GPT,
Okay.
Encyclopedia Brown.
All right.
What are you gonna look up for?
I don't know.
Timon, you get the jingle going.
Okay.
And send me.
The lyrics.
Yeah. Send me lyrics.
All right. What do you guys think of this? Does that have enough of a beat to be a song?
Wait for it. It's coming. I don't know. That's tough. Is that tough?
That sounds tough. Yeah.
That sounds like a fun rap.
I googled copyright-free mystery sleuth song.
Yeah.
You have a genre in mind. You can also just give me something.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do dramatic.
Yeah, I had the word dark in here.
Maybe dramatic pop. Like, because it needs to have a little beat or something.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact, my grandma was in the ukulele club at her retirement community,
Oh, okay, bragger.
which had to have been the worst sounding place in the world. Can you imagine like 15, 80-year-olds trying to play ukulele together? If even one person's off, it just sounds terrible. Anyway, all that to say, I have her ukulele now, and it's awesome. So if we ever want to incorporate that.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah.
Do you remember my Instagram story from like a year ago when outside of my dressing room where I was performing, there was like a circle of people all just drumming?
Yes.
It was like four
Florida or
generations
something?
of people. I don't actually, it might have been Houston or
Okay.
San Antonio or something, but they're all just drumming, doing whatever beat they want. There was a little kid, there was like a teenager, there was and like multiple ages of adults. It was not fun. I can imagine ukulele.
Because like the hardest thing for playing a string like guitar instrument kind of thing is learning how to strum. So there's no way anybody's strumming at the same time.
Yeah, perfectly. Yeah, you lose a little rhythm at that age.
All right, let's see this timing.
No, that's not pop.
These are some wordy lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this work?
Right, you want to start it off?
E B B B B B. That stands for Encyclopedia Brown. I'm just gonna rap, I think, because this feels a little rappy. Encyclopedia Brown with a magnifying glass in hand. He's the sharpest sleuth in town, solving mysteries that are grand. From the case of the secret pitch to the case of the missing watch, he cracks the codes and solves the puzzles. Never a botch. So bad. What is those lyrics, Timon?
What? What's that?
Nothing. Encyclopedia. I'm so bad at this compared to Timon, and I hate it.
This is a tough song. This
This is tough. I wouldn't. This is like a little like.
Take us away, Timon.
Okay.
It's tough. Ha!
Okay, here it comes. I'm waiting for the next, next bars.
5.
I'll go to
6,
verse 2.
7, 8.
In the case of the dead eagles, he uncovered the truth. In the case of the midnight visitor, he cracked it without ruth. With the case of the diamond necklace, he showed his brilliant might. And the case of the Civil War sword, he solved it in the night. That was so fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Idaville, he wears the crown with mysteries at his command. This is not really keeping up to the standard we've set for these. Okay. This is a very
This song's
tough
over. This
instrumental.
song's over. So that's, I'm going to take some of the blame there.
Let the saxophone cry.
Maybe the content wasn't easy either.
I mean, Encyclopedia Brown is a tough thing to just throw in there 20 times.
So many words, and the beat did not necessarily fit it. But I liked the beat, but just ChatGPT didn't.
Next time. Anything else this episode?
I don't think so. Beware the soul-sucking force of reasonableness.
There you go. Check out Macy Roasters. Roback, of course. We're both wearing it right now.
Down,
I can't see it.
Down low, yeah.
Well, you just have to show it. Yep, little dog, little Rhodesian Ridgeback right there.
Hattie the other day goes, "Why do you only wear Roback?" I go, "'Cause it's awesome." And they send it to us. It's amazing.
GRKC 20.
GRKC 20 gets you 20% off. They love the dog. So if you're looking for things that your kids will think is cool,
Kid friendly.
yep. Your kids are going to remember what you wear as if they're 7 or older.
So put a dog on them.
Put a dog
Put
on
a
it.
smile on their face. Cool. Thanks for listening. Shout out Ghosties who were at the shows. It was probably fun seeing you, but we're recording this before then, so I don't know what you said.
You got Connecticut.
Yeah, going Northeast.
Are you going to
Delaware?
Is this Times Square?
That show actually just got canceled. So
That was probably going to be lame anyway.
that's probably not one you were looking forward to out of the Delaware and Massachusetts casino shows.
That was supposed to be this weekend though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bummer. What happened? Just not enough tickets, or?
I think so. But the guys who work on the manufacturing side of Friday Pickle are in New York, so good to kick it with them.
So you're still going to New York?
Still going to New York. Yeah, we're doing a Correct Opinions interview with Joe Santagato.
No way.
Isn't that crazy? He
Dude,
said
it's
yes
like
to
your
it.
favorite guy.
I used to listen to his podcast all the time.
Oh, you're not as much into anymore?
No, but still, I mean, very much like him and respect him. And he's been doing YouTube. I mean, he's like a top 5 comedy podcaster.
Oh, it's that guy. Dude.
Yeah.
The clips are so funny that I see on Instagram.
Dude, he's a huge deal. He's massive. So,
That's awesome.
That's so
can interview him and I think one other like New York-based comedian. So still going to go to New York and make the most of
Sandler.
it. Dave Chappelle.
It was fun. Cool. All right. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Next episode. Wait,
No.
it won't. Dang it.
No. But I can't wait for Ghostrunners.
You know.
I can't wait, guys. It's pretty much like ironed out. We got all the details going, and now it's just like let's make it happen. So let's make it happen, baby.
Let's
right.
make it happen.
We'll see you guys next week. Love you guys.
See you Monday.
Ghostrunners Podcast. Everybody.